الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله تبارك وتعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنما المؤمنون إخوة فأصلحوا بين أخويكم واتقوا الله لعلكم ترحمون. صدق الله العظيم. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he introduced Islam to the world, and practically when he educated Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'een about his deen that he came with, the lifestyle that he was introducing and teaching, and would not accept anything against it, one of the fundamentals of that deen, of that lifestyle, of his teaching was to make sure that every follower of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will understand the importance of having a pure and a clean heart. When it came to having that type of pure and a clean heart, and we look at the importance of it in the teachings of Rabbul Alameen subhanahu wa ta'ala through Qur'an and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's teachings through the ahadith, we would notice and realize that it's something that according to Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, if that thing is not there, there is no iman. It's a fact. And this is amazingly one of those things where we have totally lost the importance of it. Just think about it as we are sitting here, and we may be the group of people that somehow is connected strongly to the deen. This is why we are in the masjid. We listen to the talks. We sit and listen to the khutbah. Otherwise, the percentage of people who are not connected to these things is even larger. And from within our souls, when we look at our situation, how clean is our heart when it comes to people? Liking and disliking people, loving and hating people, standing with our own family members. How many of our family members we don't like? We can't take them. We don't like to see them around us. We would never visit them. If they visit us, We don't like to see them around us. And then you move forward. People in the community, people that are even far from us, people we have never met in our life, and we hate those people. Just take one hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and we can say this hadith could become the fundamental of our life and the summary of the teachings of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam when it comes to akhlaq. This is a hadith that maybe we all have to write it and put it in our dining room, and every day when we are sitting with our family and sitting over there enjoying our meal, our tea, our coffee, we can remind each other of the hadith. And every member of the family, in fact of the ummah, should memorize this hadith by heart and remind each other of it. The hadith is in Bukhari and Muslim. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "La yu'minu ahadukum." None of you can be a believer. This is what I was saying in the introduction, that he's presenting it as this is the iman that I brought with me. This is my teaching. Without it, there is no iman. There are certain things that are fundamentals of it. La yu'minu ahadukum. What is it saying? When Sahaba heard this statement, did they take it the way we are taking it right now? Let's see what he says, and then I will decide if I can do it or not. For them, la yu'minu ahadukum. When Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying to someone, you are not of me, I have nothing to do with you, you have nothing to do with me, you are not my follower, I don't consider you to be my follower anymore. That was a serious statement. لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. None of you can be a believer till he and she loves for their brother what they like for themselves. Simple hadith. I'm sure we all heard it. And we heard it multiple times. We know it. Are we following it? Have we adopted this message? Have we taken it seriously? When I want to hurt someone, or it makes me happy to see someone in pain, can I remind myself of this hadith? That if I don't like for myself to be in that situation, why am I happy to see that person in that situation? Where does that put me according to this hadith? Am I a believer or not now, according to this hadith? If I would present this situation of mine to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, my feeling at this time, if I would present it to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, would he consider me to be his follower or not? When he made that statement and made it clear announcement, declared it openly, لا يؤمن أحدكم. None of you can be a believer حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. Till he loves for his brother whatever he likes for himself. We see a beggar. And how many times we ask ourselves, is it a genuine case? Of course we need to ask. I'm not saying don't ask. And you find out that this is not a genuine case. This person is just trying to collect money for himself. Trying to become rich by begging. And then what is my reaction at that time? Simple. What is my reaction when I know that this person is just making it up? He is not in need the way he's showing it. He's trying to become rich by collecting this money. What is my thought about it? Regardless of you give or you don't give, that's another issue I'm not talking about. How do I feel about this person? in the light of this hadith that we just talked about, shouldn't my first reaction be that I feel bad that he is in that situation? I never like to see myself being in that situation. Whether I give him a penny or I don't give him nothing. But do I feel sorry for him after knowing that he is wrong and he shouldn't be doing this? Do I feel sorry for him? Or I hate him, and I like for people to keep on rejecting him and mocking him and making fun of him and kick him out of it? Shouldn't the first thing be that how can I get him out of the situation, because I myself don't like to be in that situation? How can I help him in this situation? And we never know. Shaitan is with all of us. He's doing one thing, I may be doing another thing. When I make that mistake, what I would like people to do with me in that situation? How would I like people to handle me when I'm doing something wrong and people find out that I'm doing wrong? And do we think we don't do nothing wrong? It's Allah's satr. It's Allah's satr that is covering us with millions of faults in us, so much of our wrongdoing, and still people respect us and talk to us. This is not because I am good. We need to forget this part of our life when there is I'm khayrun min, I'm better than him. This is shaitan's statement. I need to realize that it's only because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is covering up my faults and my mistakes. So if I'm exposed with that mistake, how would I want people to treat me? Am I treating others the same way? Just imagine how far this topic would go. Of loving for others what we love for ourselves. And inshallah we will talk in some detail about it as we get time. But here, as an introduction, I like to remind myself and everyone that this is something we need to realize is part of our iman, is not to be a better person. La yu'minu ahadukum. There is iman is missing. Some part of iman is missing. Something is wrong with my iman. When I don't like for others what I like for myself. When I'm jealous when people have something and I'm happy when I get it. When I'm happy when people are being punished for their faults. And I'm happy when my faults are being covered. What is this? The opposite treatment. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, treat them the way you would like to be treated. And let me just share one thing with you today. As I said, we heard this hadith many times. But in the light of this hadith and many ahadith, I just like to remind of one thing. Maybe we did not pay attention to this. We all, sometime in our life, like to be forgiven for any wrong we have done. If not here, over there in the hereafter. Isn't it? We all like to be forgiven. We all in our life, either here or at least in the hereafter for sure, like to receive the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For sure. No one can go to the Jannah without that. Without Allah's maghfirah, forgiveness, without Allah's mercy. We all, not sometime, a lot of times in our life, like our needs to be fulfilled. Our wishes to be completed and fulfilled. Here, and in the hereafter. We would like in the hereafter, we would want Allah to grant us the Jannah, although we know that we don't deserve it. But it's a need. I need to have it. I can't afford to go to Jahannam. With all of this, what is it that we're doing to achieve all of this? To get the forgiveness of Allah, to get the mercy of Allah, to get our needs fulfilled in dunya and akhirah. We are full of needs. We are full of needs. Right now, someone will start having some pain somewhere in the body. We need Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us to cure this disease, to take this pain away. Someone is having such a headache that he needs someone to help him, to do something for him. We are full of needs. Every second we have millions of needs. Our life is surrounded by needs. And the needs of akhirah will be even more tough than the needs of dunya. And we want these to be fulfilled. What are we doing to get them fulfilled? Ya Allah, please forgive me. Ya Allah, please have mercy on me. How much dua we make? How much dua we make comparing to what we need? As compared to our needs, are our dua enough to fulfill our needs and get us enough forgiveness and enough rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Do we think we are doing enough for that? And let me tell you something. And this is the point that I wanted to share. There is something that is more powerful than dua. Have you heard of it? Something that is more powerful than dua. That is guaranteed 100% to work. That will never ever go wrong. It will always work. 100% guaranteed. Do you know what that is? I should leave it for next week. So we come early, inshallah, and get into the habit of coming earlier for the khutbah, inshallah. But I'll just mention it, and we'll talk in more detail about it next week, inshallah. And that is, you want rahmah, you want mercy, have mercy on people. Guaranteed, Allah will have mercy on you. Ar-Rahimuna yarhamuhum ar-Rahmanu subhanahu wa ta'ala. Irhamu man fil ardi yarhamkum man fis sama. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, those who have mercy on others, Rahman subhanahu wa ta'ala will have mercy on them. Have mercy on those who are on the earth. The one in heaven will have mercy on you. Yarhamkum man fis sama. Guaranteed. You want on the day of Qiyamah, when we are presented to Rabbul Alameen, and all of our faults are being exposed, records are being shown. You see your children, you see your parents, you see your teachers, your friends, everyone from the community who didn't know nothing about these things. Long list of things that we have done. No one knew about it. You look at your record. You look at all of these people. They are all going to see it. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will see it today. And how is he going to do shafa'ah for me? There is no way that he's going to do it after seeing these records. My mother will say, I disown you. I don't want to see you anymore with all of this that you have done. My parents are going to disown me on that day. My children will be humiliated to see me as a father for them with all of this list. What do you want that time? Allah to cover it up. For Allah, Ya Allah, please do something that it will cover up all of these sins. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says in a hadith which is in the Sahih, Man satara musliman, satarahu Allahu fi dunya wal akhirah. A person who will conceal and hide these faults of a believer, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will conceal his faults in dunya and akhirah. Guaranteed. You want forgiveness? Forgive people. You want rahmah? Have rahmah on people. You want Allah to cover up your sins? Cover up people's faults. You expose people, Allah will expose you in dunya and akhirah. Just think about it. Think about it. Our treatment with others is how we will be treated by our Rabb subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just think about it. The way you treat your parents, the way we treat our children, the way we treat our siblings, our brothers and sisters, our aunts and our uncles, the way we treat our people in the community. Not only this, the way we treat people we don't like. The way we treat people that we don't like, I want those people to be exposed. I want those people to be humiliated. I want those people to be punished. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, you want that for them? They may get it in dunya, you will get the same in akhirah. Therefore, لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. No one can be a believer till he loves for his brother whatever he likes for himself. Is the rule of the life. We like to be exposed, expose others. We like to be humiliated, humiliate others. How many times we intentionally bring these things, people's faults, up in public so that people will know this is what he's doing. Are you trying to correct that person or are you trying to expose him? Are you trying to help the person or are you trying to humiliate him? Whatever you're trying to do, Allah knows about it. This is how He's going to treat you on the day of Qiyamah. May Allah protect us. May Allah give us these akhlaq, beautiful akhlaq of the Nabuwah. Amazing, small statement, full of benefits for our dunya and akhirah. How beautiful the teachings of our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam are. If we bring them in our lives, if we adopt them and we take them seriously, there will be no room for us to hate people. Hate this person and that person, dislike this person and that person. يقول الله جل وعلا في كتابه العزيز أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. وقال رسول صلى الله عليه وسلم من يسر على معسر يسر الله عليه في الدنيا والآخرة. وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من نفس عن مؤمن كربة من كرب الدنيا نفس الله عنه كربة من كرب يوم القيامة. بارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن العظيم ونفعني وإياكم بما فيه من الآيات والذكر الحكيم. أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور.